I have this best friend. He's Keikioka Aina, he's Ku Aina, he's from this land. And I believe he's Hawaii's greatest explorer ever, and at least what I know. And he's a graduate from here in Hawaii. Then he flew in the Air Force, and then he became Hawaii's second astronaut. And his name is Lieutenant Colonel Lacey Beach. And he was the one that would say to me, Nainoa, you have no idea how beautiful your island Earth is until you see the whole thing from space. And then he would say that it's a special island. It's the only one. You talk about the optical power of Hubble and other telescopes being able to see light 13 billion light years away. So he would speak of life being sacred. He would speak of life being rare. He would speak about life as all we got. And he said, this is the only island we have. And we're messing it up, that we're changing it. And the Earth's always gone through evolutions of change, but never where humankind is really the one that drove the change, and at the pace that it's changing now. And so his message would be about the beauty, about the sacredness, about the singularity, the only one, and at the same time, you talk about being cautious and talk about the need to start being responsible, and can kindness and compassion and care outpace destruction, basically. And he would talk about his love for Hokulea. He would talk about it as the spaceship of our ancestors, and he'd talk about it as being a place where he learns what the power of exploration is. And he talked about the need for us. He says, you cannot protect what you don't understand, and you won't if you don't care. And you can't do it by yourself. Hokulea needs to touch the earth, and the earth needs to touch Hokulea. Take it around the world. That was the seed that was planted in the ground of an idea, of a vision, of a responsibility, and based on a whole set of values of caring for your home. And, back in 1992. And then we lose Lacey in 1995. And it would take us 16 years to essentially have the courage to go around. Even though when the voyaging leadership would get together in Hawaii and say, we would contemplate the vision of Lacey Beach that about going around the world, the initial reaction is, yeah, let's go. We can understand the intent and the purpose is so important now that we need to act on it. We need to be responsible for the purpose. And but every time the conversation was switched to risk or danger, that conversation for 16 years would always go to us ending up as an unrealistic dream. It's too dangerous, we won't go. But the mounting kind of legitimate, peer-reviewed, good science over the years that we're watching and reading and understanding this earth that we don't understand, that we can't take care of. And, it culminated in a meeting in April 1st, 2008, where leadership got together and debated the question, what's more dangerous? Is it more dangerous to take a voyage around the world and deal with hurricane seasons, deal with piracy issues, deal with the diseases in other countries? Or is it more dangerous to stay tied to the dock and let apathy and ignorance and inaction become your future, and that therefore you're still in the same place you were yesterday? You still don't know. You don't know how to act, and you don't know how to take care. So that 2016, the answer was it's more dangerous to leave Hokulea tied to the dock. And so we embarked on this voyage around the world, and we termed it, the term that came from it was called Malama Honua, and that is to care for the earth, sacred place, only one we got, and it's, it has like the tone of an environmental movement, but they're all the same. The social issues, the environmental issues, the future of our children, they're all the same thing. They all have to succeed, and so the voyage was what we thought it would be, partially that good peer-reviewed science. We saw it. We dove in 90% coral bleach reefs in the Great Barrier Reefs. We spoke with people that are now selling their islands because they're going underwater. We were in the 70% of all the taro fields are gone in Micronesia, or they're heavily destroyed. We've seen hypoxia, we've seen dead zones, we've seen the overfishing, we've seen the plastic pollutions in these islands where they can't control their rubbish and their trash. We've seen all that. And so, but the thing that was that we didn't expect, which is probably the light, the ray of hope, is that we found thousands of strangers that are in their own way doing what they can to take care of their home. Whether it's in the hallways of a university, whether it's in the classroom of the public schools, whether it's in the watersheds, whether it's in the coral reef. They're doing what they can to take care of their home. And they're strangers. We don't know them, they don't know us, but we know them now. And thousands of people. To me, what we witness is a tiny fraction of the greatest movement of humankind ever. To go and take care and understand that this island is small, it's only one we have. It's the greatest social and environmental movement ever. And so strangers became friends, friends became relationships, relationships become partners. And so what you essentially see over time is this movement. If we saw thousands in the tiny thread that we went around the world, then if you make the guess, it's millions of people that are using kindness and compassion as a core value to be able to do what they can as a contribution to the earth. And that to me is Malama Honua. It's both the ideals and the values, but it's also the movement towards caring for something so sacred and so precious as our island Earth.